Hello, I'm currently on a website called themoneychanger.com. Very nice website, lots of good information. And I'm going to start on the topic of, do I buy bullion or do I buy numismatics, which are typically in the U.S. Pre-1933 U.S. minted gold coins, such as the $20 Liberty or the St. Gaudens or the Indian heads. These types of coins are sold by many brokerages using a fear tactic of, you want to buy these types of coins because they are not subject to confiscation, there's no reporting, so on and so forth. It's a very, I'd say, gray or thin line of, sales. The truth of the matter is that nobody really knows how the new paradigm is going to unfold. As we all know, the government can pretty much do anything they want. So they can go in and say, give me all your rice. Will that happen? Who knows? Who knows? Things are changing rapidly. We've never been in this situation any time in history, so there's really nothing to look back into history and say, okay, this is how it's going to work out. The Great Depression is probably the closest that we can come, but we're looking at a worldwide debt bubble that's going to implode at some point. So this is going to affect the entire globe. So we don't know how governments will react, how governments may get very desperate and do some pretty rash things. So as far as the bullion numismatic pre-33 back and forth, most bullion dealers will say, don't buy numismatics or pre-33 gold because it's a sales hype and you're going to lose a lot of money, you're paying too much for the gold. I understand that. We're both a bullion dealer and a numismatic dealer. Yes, we make more money selling numismatics. That's great. Love that. However, we don't sell numismatics just because we make more money on it. I personally believe that it's the smarter way to go in many cases. On the again, back to the moneychanger.com website, they're saying, and I'll read from their website, it says, our new customers usually ask, will the government seize gold again like it did in 1933? Shouldn't I buy numismatic coins to protect myself from seizure? Aren't numismatic coins exempt from reporting to the government? The correct answer, they state, is 1, no, and 2, no, and 3, no. And then they go on to say, but numismatic coins do cost a lot more per ounce than bullion coins, and they carry a much higher commission. Now, they don't, I like this website and I like how it's laid out and it's very crisp and clean and informative, but they don't have any links backing up their claims. They're just stating stuff as if it's gospel, and they could be right, but they don't have anything backing up their claims. Or, it goes on. They have pages and pages of this where they're just stating their truth with nothing, no links, external links backing up anything that they're saying. So I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm not saying that they're right. I'm just saying, hey, come on, give me some more to go on here. How do I know all this? Again, they go on to say, shouldn't I buy numismatic coins to avoid a government gold seizure? And they say the sales pitches for their alleged safety rests on shaky assumptions about human nature and the ignorance of law. Numismatic coins were not exempted from the 1933 gold seizure. Only gold coins having a recognized special value to collectors of rare and unusual coins. Executive order, da-da-da-da-da. And they go on to say, any tyrant worth his whip could drive an 18-wheeler through a definition that vague. Yes, I have to agree with that, but you also have to note that back in 1933, gold and silver were actual currency, so they were abundant. They weren't rare and unusual back then, just as today a US dollar bill is not rare and unusual. But you go, 80 years forward, most of those old coins were either melted down into bars or hauled off to Europe or other places. There isn't enough numismatic coins for every single person in the United States to own one solid ounce. So if there isn't enough for every person to have even one little ounce, wouldn't you kind of think that that is rare and unusual? I would. There's plenty of U.S. dollars out. There's trillions, if not quadrillions, but let's say definitely trillions of U.S. dollars out there. There's definitely plenty of dollars for everybody to hold. But let's go to 100 years in the future where the dollar collapsed and they're just no longer existent. So 100 years from now, if you have a dollar bill, because they're all gone now, well, 100 years from now, a dollar bill may be rare and unusual. Just as today, a pre-33 gold coin is rare and unusual because there's not enough to go around. They're tight. It's a small, thin market. So, looking at that, if there was a government confiscation of gold, first of all, bullion makes up 95% of the bulk of the gold on the planet, or more. I'm just pulling 95 out of a hat. But the pre-33 numismatic market is just a needle in the haystack of bullion out there. If the government needs gold to back a new currency, it's a one price fits all market, meaning that you can just they're not going to steal the gold from people. They're going to set an arbitrary price and buy it back from the citizens at that price that they set. Whether it be $50 an ounce or $2,000 an ounce. It's a one-size-fits-all market. Where the numismatic market, it's not a one-price-fits-all market. They're not going to steal it from them. They're going to have to price these coins individually. They're going to have to separate the VGs from the AU, from the XFs to the VFs, from the mint-stated coins, mint-state 61 up to 70s. You're not going to have a MS70 coin of that, a numismatic coin MS70, because if you did, it would be a $20 million coin. But you get the point. They would have to reprice this entire market, which is, again, the needle in the haystack of the bullion world. So they have easy access to buy and price and seize bullion easily. The numismatic market would be a nightmare. And again, it's the needle in the haystack. Will they go after the needle and go through the painstaking work of pricing everything and finding all those owners? Because it is a private market, so they'd have to it would be a nightmare. So yes, they could do it. The government isn't known for doing smart things, so maybe they'll do the really stupid thing and go after it. So, again, nobody can really say how this is going to pan out. I could be completely wrong. But this is what I do. This is what I believe in. Many of my clients believe in it as well. We own both bullion and numismatics. We're hedged. We're diversified. I would never, tell someone to go either or. I'd say, first of all, follow your gut. What makes sense to you? What seems rational? But be diversified. And again, there are most of the dealers out there. Well over half of the dealers out there do charge enormous spreads, markups, commissions on numismatic coins, and they make a lot of money. So do your due diligence. You can buy, say, VF raw $20 Liberty Gold coins for a small premium over you'd pay for an American Eagle, if you find the right dealer and buying the right product at the right time. So again, do your due diligence. Definitely don't buy from the first dealer that you speak with. Do some checking around, check the pricing, because it can be dramatic. Just looking at Wholesale Gold Group and what we do, most of our competitors are anywhere from 10% to 25% higher across the board than we are. So we're definitely one of the more competitively priced dealers out there for bullion and numismatics alike. So if you choose to do business with us, great. I hope this has been an informative video for you. Hope I've helped answer some questions, and I would love feedback and comments. What do you guys think about this? Am I totally off base here? Or do I have a valid argument? Please leave your comments, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me directly at wholesalegoldgroup.com. Take care. Bye-bye.